Good morning, everyone.
What's up, guys? Good
How are
morning.
you
What the heck
doing?
are you talking about? Good
Good
afternoon.
afternoon.
Whoa,
What's
whoa,
going on?
What's going on, guys? Happy Wednesday. We're here live again this,
Welcome
this
to
week.
Coaching Corner. Yeah.
Coach,
Welcome to Coaching Corner number 8.
this is number
Number
8.
8.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, number 8 already.
I actually created the post. It is number 8. That's crazy. All
Yeah.
right.
Excited to have you guys back. So today we're going to be diving into something that's very important for your course engagement and the success of your members. How many of you out there have courses and you've taken the expert path, right? Where you are selling your knowledge, selling something that you know, and you've made a course about it. Yeah. That's
Definitely.
a lot of us out there. Yeah, definitely. It's a great way to make money online. Well, today we're going to be talking a lot about course engagement strategies, and in particular, how to send out reminder emails. Okay. Like whenever they hadn't completed the lesson, how to send out reminder emails until they complete the lesson. Right. All right. I got a segue here, a story for you. One of my goals for 2026 is to learn more Japanese. Cool.
Oh,
And
wow.
so yeah, it's fun. I'm a black belt in judo. I've been doing it for 8 years. So that comes along, it brings along, some simple Japanese words, right? Actually, it's been like 9 years now, maybe 10. Been doing it a long time. Yeah. I have people that call me sensei. It's funny. It's great. It's funny. But yeah, so I do that through an app called Duolingo. Okay. Have you ever heard of it? It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah. They have a great free platform to help you learn other languages. Well, if you go a day without learning something, without diving in there, opening the app, doing some lessons, and they will send you email reminders. They will let you know that you missed a day.
Really? They're just hounding you until you go to complete the lesson, huh?
Yeah. And they do it in a funny way. They have a little character. It's an owl. So they'll send, funny emails, and they'll have like a little sad owl face, and they'll say, we miss you and stuff. And, they have like a little crying owl. It's hilarious. But yeah, so it makes me smile, and it works. It gets me back into the app and re-engages me. So that sparked this. We need a nice way inside of ClickFunnels to be able to send out reminder emails to those that haven't completed the lesson, right? So that's what we're going to dive into today. I'm very excited to share that with you. Cool. So today is all about course engagement strategies, specifically automating course email reminders. Quick actions is what we're going to be diving in and using to do that. And we're also going to be talking about course completion certificates at the end, because that's also something that can keep them engaged as well too. You're going to be reminding them all along the way, hey, don't forget, once you complete this course, you're going to be getting a certification of completion. Right?
Yeah. Keeps you motivated. A little trophy at the end.
Yeah. We always like all of us like a nice certification, award that we've done something, we accomplished something, right?
A little pat on the back. I like it.
Exactly. All right, let's read this here. So in this coaching quarter, we're walking through how to use simple automation inside of ClickFunnels 2.0 to support your students without adding more manual work to you. Hallelujah. We'll cover how to create course completion reminder workflows using quick actions to move students forward automatically, and set up course completion certificates that triggered at just the right time when they complete the course. Cool.
Beautiful.
All right, so let's dive in. So here we are in our awesome workout with me business, and we have a course called Fit Life Bootcamp. Okay. Now, whenever somebody buys the course, that's what's going to trigger this workflow. And this is, I would recommend that you title it as the Fit Life course module 1 reminder emails. Okay. Now, we could set up all of the emails inside of one workflow, but if you have a whole lot of lessons, and if you have maybe 5 to 6 reminders per lesson, the workflow is going to get a little cumbersome, and it's going to get a little bogged down, and that will increase the load time. So we don't want that for you. We want you
plus, like the amount of things that you have to go back and edit in the case.
Yes.
Like, what if you have, again, like 50 different lessons? You have to edit 500 different emails that you have set up for between all the courses.
Right. Exactly. Oh, hey, by the way, before we get too far away from this, we wanted to let you know that we have to go and register for the 1 Comma Club challenge. It's starting next Monday. And if you have not made any money online, this will get you to your first $1,000 and get that belief instilled in you. So Tyson, if you could put up that link, we would highly recommend that you go and register for that. It's completely free. We're just here to help you have success online. Okay. Okay. Awesome. And let's show that.
There we go. Link in place, guys.
Beautiful. Perfect. So
Anyways,
go register
so
there.
you're walking over the workflow right now. Before we get too carried away, in case there's anybody that's new to just using any of these parts of the platform, how would we get started with a workflow or a course, just
Great
for
question.
those people that are just getting started?
Great question. So let's say that you haven't created a course yet. Okay. Your workspace is going to be pretty bare here on the left-hand side, just coming in, because we don't want you to get too distracted with all the shiny bells and whistles. We want you to focus directly on the funnels, the products at first. Okay. Create your first funnel, create your product, get started. You can start adding the other bells and whistles as you go. So that means if you don't see courses over here on the left-hand side, which should be this one, we're going to go find it in the Add Apps button. And the first is going to look like a little plus icon. All you got to do is hover over it. It's going to turn into Add Apps. Click on that and scroll down until you find courses. Go ahead and click courses, go to courses. Right here for you, it'll say create your first course or something like that. Okay. And it'll bring you to the courses app. Right on. Same thing for the automations. If you haven't created any workflows yet, you're going to scroll here in automations, and there are two different types of automations. We have workflows, which are the more in-depth ones. And then we have quick actions. These are like the single action workflows. Okay.
Looking good. Okay.
We all oriented. All right. So once you create your course, then you can create the workflow. So if you don't have it yet, click add workflow. And I'm going to call this one module 2 fit. So here's the course name, Fit Life module. At first, you're going to call it module 1, but I've already created module 1. I'm going to call this one module 2, lesson reminders. Okay. And we'll show you why creating another workflow for the second module is important. Again, it kind of goes back to really how many lessons do you have in your module 1? And we don't want your workflows to get too bogged down, too slow for you. Okay. So that's that. Now for lesson 1 or for module 1, let's dive in there. Fit Life course module 1 reminder emails. The trigger, this is what starts the workflow. This is going to be triggered on successful purchase of the course right there. So if you don't see that yet, we're going to simply add trigger. And we're going to do purchase. You can actually type right here to search for it, successful purchase. And it doesn't have to have a funnel attached. We're just going to select the Fit Life Bootcamp product. That way, no matter where they buy it from, on any page, any funnel, or your store, it's going to activate. Okay.
That's great. Let's work for you guys in the future.
Yeah. Yeah. And turn this to active. This allow anonymous isn't really that important for this scenario. So you can leave this one on or off. That one's inconsequential. And then it's going to show up like this. Okay, cool. Now, as far as the settings go, I would recommend that you only allow this one to have to run back to back, not simultaneous and not once per contact. Back to back is going to be the one that you use the most often. Okay. Okay.
Looks good.
Yeah. So let's run through your customer's journey. They just bought the course. You got to give them some time to work on the lessons. So the first thing we're going to do is add a delay right here. And it could be 1 day, could be 2, 3 days, 7 days, whatever you want. However aggressive do you want to, or however quickly do you want to remind them to, hey, go finish your first lesson. So how you do that is you click on the plus icon right here, and we're going to scroll down until we get to delay and just select days. And it could be 1, or it could be 3 or 7 or whatever you want to do. Okay.
Likely you want to kick them into gear once, like not immediately maybe, but after a few days, a day or 2.
Yeah. So 1, 2, or 3 days, probably recommended. Don't go above 3 days. This is a reminder to get them going on what they just purchased. So strike while the iron's hot.
Get them to take some action as soon as they jump in, basically.
Yeah, let's get going, right? And so then after 3 days, we are going to send them a reminder email if they have not completed it. Okay, let's push pause right there for a second, and let's come back to the course. Once we have some lessons in here, we're going to hover over this little lightning icon. This is the quick actions. button. Okay. So we're going to do add quick action. And we have a couple of triggers here for the lessons. We can either trigger this by complete the lesson or by view the lesson. I'm going to do by complete the lesson, because if you do by view the lesson, it's not going to trigger for everyone. We want this workflow to trigger for everyone that makes the purchase. Okay. So
Cool.
next, we're going to add an effect, and we're going to tag the contact. We're going to tag them by completed module 1, lesson 1, right there. So that would be what I'd recommend that you name it. Okay. Give them that tag. And now over in the workflow, towards the bottom. So let's imagine that there are not any, I'll just do this for everyone's visual learning here. Okay, so what we've done so far, all we've done is added the delay and the first email, and now we're going to add a goal step. So let's say that you've added 7 days worth of reminder emails. If they complete lesson 1 on day 2, you don't want them to get all 7 emails. You want them to skip those emails and go right to the next part, which is to remind them of the next lesson, right? So what we need is something called the goal step. Okay, this goal step will skip all the other actions in the workflow. Doesn't even matter if they're on a left side or a right side. It's going to bring them wherever they're at in the workflow to this part in the workflow. Okay, and all it's looking for is that the contact tag is completed module 1, lesson 1. Okay, cool.
Nice. Just a shortcut to jump over anything that you don't want them to see again, or at least maybe the first time. If they're active, you don't want them to see reminder emails for lesson 1 or lesson 2. Maybe they're on lesson 3 now. And
exactly.
So just jumping forward.
Now, here in between the goal and the first email, you can do whatever you want. You can add as many emails as you want. So I'm going to go ahead and add another delay. We're just going to follow the same pattern here: a delay, an email, delay, email. Okay. And I'm going to send an email. I would recommend clicking on previous emails if you've already got one set, because it will pull up the most recent one that you've got in there. All right. And module 1, lesson 1, reminder 2. This name here will only be seen by you. It won't be seen by the customer. This is to remind you of what email this is. They will see the subject. So make it something funny. Why not? Hey,
funny.
where do you go? And we miss you already, something like that. Or your certification is waiting.
Your future self is waiting.
That's it. Your future self will thank you. And you can edit the email later. All right, we're going to move on. So goal step. Okay, now let's say you've got all the emails in there that you want, somewhere between, 3 to 7. What we're going to do next is we're going to add a pause until triggered delay. And what this is going to do is it's going to hold them here at the end of that lesson 1, of those lesson 1 reminders, and it's going to give them time to finish completing lesson 1. This one here is like the conditional split path, but with a timer. Okay, so how we get there is we click the plus icon and we scroll right here to until triggered. So this will pause a contact's workflow run until a specific event is triggered. And all that we're going to do for that, we're going to set the conditions to be searching for the completed module 1, lesson 1 tag. Okay. And then, so the duration here is going to give them 7 days to get that tag to complete the lesson. If they get the tag on day 2, then it's going to pass them through this pause step and move them on to the next step. If it goes beyond the duration time here, it's going to move them either to the next step in the workflow, or my recommendation for this scenario is to complete the run, which means it's going to exit them from the workflow. Okay. Mm-hmm. This is the best way to set this up for now. We've done a lot of thinking about this, and we will show you. Well, David, we're going to answer the question. Well, David, if they get out of the workflow, but I put a whole lot of other reminder emails in here for lesson 2 and 3, how are they going to get back into the workflow to get the rest of them? Well, I got an answer for you. We're going to come back over here. And as soon as they complete lesson 1, we're going to add, oh, by the way, don't forget to toggle these on. There we go. We're going to add another quick action. And this one is complete the lesson. And we're going to trigger the same workflow. Okay. Module 1 reminder emails. Okay. So this means that once they complete it, they're going to get back in the workflow. Don't forget to toggle it on. There we go. So they're going to get back in the workflow, start at the top, and then their tag is going to already be applied, and they're going to fly past all these emails. They're going to get to this conditional goal step. They're going to fly past that and also fly past the conditional pause here. And then they're going to be held at this manual delay that we add next. Okay. So we want to give them 3 more days to complete lesson 2. Okay. And just to show you again how to do another delay is we're going to click the plus button and we're going to add delay right here, set for. Let's give them 3 days to complete lesson 2. Okay. Sweet.
That's good.
And then you just rinse and repeat.
Now, just to distinguish, could you distinguish the difference between a quick action versus a workflow? Because we're talking about both kind of together in this scenario.
Yep.
And it's just like the key difference between the 2 different automations there. What's how do they both, I don't know, differ?
Yeah, great question. So in a workflow, you can have as many steps or actions or triggers as you want. Okay. A quick action is just a simple 1 trigger, 1 action workflow. That's it. It's a quick 1-step workflow. Now, at some point, you could actually say, hey, I want to do more with this workflow. You could actually either change the effect or you can convert it to a workflow and add more to it. How cool is that?
Very cool. Okay.
Very cool. Yeah. Now, don't forget here on lesson 2 to make sure to add the action of a tag that they completed lesson 2. Okay. Add a remove tag. And we're doing module 1, lesson 2. Now, let me preface this by saying if these tags are not created yet, let me say completed in 1 lesson, actually 2, lesson 1. Don't click create step first. Click the blue highlight. That way it actually creates the tag. Okay. Then click create step. Otherwise, it won't create the tag and you'll have to go back and you'll be confused and you'll be like, what's going on?
We've all done it. Fair.
Yes. All right. So we're going to add module 1, lesson 2, or module 2, lesson 1. So, yep, there we go. Module 1, lesson 2. Very good. Add that tag. Cool. Now, whenever we go to the workflow, let me just make sure this is turned on. Completes the course lesson. And yep, good. Got the right tag on there. Perfect. So at the bottom, we're going to add the goal at the very bottom to search for the next lesson. So this could be lesson 2, module 1, lesson 2. It could be module 1, lesson 3. However many lessons that you have in that module, just rinse and repeat this same pattern. Okay. Delay, email, goal at the bottom to skip all those emails for that lesson. Okay. Now at the very end, you do not need the pause step because it's the very end. They're going to exit the workflow anyways. They're going to go on to module 2 instead of staying in module 1. So the very last lesson here, you do not have to add to trigger the workflow again. You can just leave it as the tag to contact. Okay.
Nice. Yeah, so they're graduating. They're moving on.
Yes. Cool. And then you would just rinse and repeat all the way down the line. Now, can you duplicate this whole workflow for module 2? Yes, you can. What you can do is come up here to settings and click duplicate. It will clone the whole thing. You'll just have to change the emails and the goals to search for the correct tags. Okay.
Got it. Okay. Let me just recap to make sure I understand fully. So you're saying that for the courses themselves, once someone purchases the course, route them to the first initial workflow, the one that is going to start sending out reminders to these people to, well, complete their first lesson inside the course, right? Throughout that, we have maybe, I don't know, 1 to 3 reminders per lesson, perhaps.
Yep.
Yeah, is that like the range? And then we're using conditional goals inside of that workflow to pull people down as they complete different lessons. So as they complete a lesson, we're using tags inside of the system to keep track of that. And it's going to then pull them down to the correct area in the workflow that will basically move them on to the next lessons reminders.
Correct.
And okay, very cool. And just you repeat that for every single module inside of the course itself.
Yep.
Just
Yep.
re-add them to the
Yeah.
Easy enough. I mean, that's pretty cool. Using
Yeah.
tags in that way it's pretty handy because then you can tell how far people have actually gone. You can keep track of things a lot easier.
Yeah.
Just from a visual standpoint. But I like the
True.
use inside the workflow. That's nice.
True. Yeah. And what you could do, if you don't have very many lessons, like let's say for module 1, you don't have very many lessons and you want to just keep more reminder emails in this same workflow, you can totally do that. Just keep going and then just let yourself know how many modules that this workflow contains. So it could be module 1 through 3.
Got it.
You just want to eventually create another workflow to make sure that this one doesn't get too slow. Okay.
Well, or just it's gonna be make it easy on your life too. If you build workflows often, you know that having crazy long workflows is just going to make it so you have to do a little more thinking once you get to the point where you need to go and make edits or like any movements of any kind.
Yeah.
Trying to search for that one email in a span of 50 is bananas. Don't do that to yourself.
Don't do that to yourself.
I've done it. Don't do that, please.
Yeah, exactly.
It makes smaller workflows. Each one has like a specific goal. I like the idea that you had with each one being specific for a module. I feel like that covers a good amount. And so then you can circle back around without getting too heavy.
Yeah, exactly. That way also you kind of like, put each module in a folder, each workflow in a folder, basically for this module specifically.
Exactly. Yeah.
It'll help keep things organized for you.
Definitely. Yeah. I like that, man. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start using that. I don't use the tagging system, and I need to. That is a handy tool. I mean, not in that sense though.
Yeah, tagging is a very, very handy tool, and you can do all sorts of things with it. So, all right. Now let's go ahead and continue on down our itinerary here. We've covered the reminder emails. If you need to go back and watch how we did it, then just watch the replay. Okay, there's quite a few steps in there. Next, let's talk about course completion certifications. Okay, this can be automatically delivered to somebody once they complete all the lessons in your course. Now, how do we do it? So let's dive in to the course settings itself. And we're going to scroll down till we get to this portion here in the customer center. And we're going to toggle on to generate completion certificates. Right? Awesome. Now, if enabled, when someone completes the course in the customer center, it will generate completion certificate to view and download. Now, what that means is they will be able to actually find it here in their customer center. If they go to my account and courses, if they have completed the course, they can view the certificate right there and download it. How cool is that, right? It'll even have their name on it and the name of the course.
So the logo at the top, we should probably also cover how to update that as well. That's going to be in your site settings. So if you navigate to on your left-hand navigation, if you don't already have this, again, go back to the App Center by clicking on Add Apps. From there, you're going to scroll down until you find Site and Blog. But once that's shown in the left-hand navigation, go to Site Settings. And the site header logo on the right hand there, up in the top, is going to determine what actually shows on the certification. So if you want it to be specific to your brand, just upload your logo. That's it.
There you go.
Yeah, simple as that. People can go back at any point. They can go download that. They can keep it. I don't know. Maybe include instructions, like a lesson in your course of how to frame it. I don't know.
Now, hey, if you want to, because we do get the question every now and then, what about the colors? So at this point in time, you can't change the colors. That is a feature request. So if you want to see that implemented, go to our feature request board, feedback.myclickfunnels.com, and find that feature request and upload it. Okay, that's the best way to get your the feature requests implemented.
I like it. Let me find that.
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, that's it. All right. So I think we covered most things around setting this up. Is
Yeah.
there anything we didn't cover? Let's see. No,
Well,
I feel like we covered most of it.
I feel like we covered pretty much all of it. Yeah.
Um,
Anybody have any questions? Drop it in the comments.
if there are any questions. Now, if you weren't here for the beginning of the call, we did mention the one funnel. Yeah, okay, he hasn't pulled up. Okay,
We
sorry, the one
do
common club challenge. I was about to say one
yes.
funnel away. What am I thinking?
Be sure and go here to register for that. It's going to be awesome. There's already a ton of people registered for it. We're going to have a great time. And we'll actually see you in there. We'll be a part of that launch, part of that challenge.
You
It'll be fun.
know, I want one of those little trophies.
Yeah.
I was telling
Yeah.
David before this. I think that would look good on our desk.
Yeah.
That would
Steve,
look pretty cool.
there it is. This is a actual little physical handheld memento that you can do it. It's a symbol of belief to you to let you know that, hey, this money making thing online is real and it is possible for you. And we're here to help you make it happen. Okay. So if you have any questions on how to do anything inside of ClickFunnels, or it could even be your strategy, be sure to send us an email at outreach@clickfunnels.com.
Easy. If you want to talk to a human being, we're here.
Yeah.
Just reach out. We'll be there on the other side waiting for you and looking forward to chat.
Yeah.
We usually hop on little calls if needed, and
Yeah.
usually about 30 minutes if necessary.
Yeah.
And we can answer any questions you might have live right there on the spot.
Yes. Yes.
But
So
anyways, guys, that is it for this week. Thank you for hanging out with us. Appreciate you being here, and we'll see you next week on Wednesday.
yeah, sounds good, guys. Take care. Thanks for being here, and hopefully it was helpful. Bye for now.
See you later.